This is Minecraft Me with Joseph Falbey and Chase Nunes, episode number 3. In this episode, we cover all the aspects of mining, and we make a few things too. Minecraft Me is a show that is all about Minecraft. We take you through the beginning, intermediate, and expert parts of Minecraft so you will learn how to play and become a better player. Minecraft Me is a production of GeekGamer.tv. Hey everybody, welcome again to another edition of Minecraft Me. This is the show that is all about learning, knowing, living, breathing, and building in Minecraft. And I am the noob. I am the guy that is asking all the sometimes good questions and sometimes all the bad questions. My name is Chase Nunes, and I have one of the best teachers in the world. That's right, in the world, folks, because not only he knows about Minecraft, but if you're watching the video, he also looks like Notch. No kidding, I swear to God to it. Look it up. Here he is, folks, Joseph Falbey, my guide. What's up, Joe?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
I don't know if I could I can't be the best teacher in the world.
Well, you're my best teacher in the world.
Oh, thanks, Chase.
Hey, no problem. Oh, tear. But you do look like Notch. I mean, I don't think if people just was glancing by and said, "Oh my God, you're doing a show with Notch," people would. Maybe we should start saying that, Joe.
Maybe I should get a fedora.
You should. You have gunner optics. So.
That's true. I have them right over here.
Oh,
I can put them on.
You can leave. You can leave them there.
Okay.
It's okay. So as people can probably tell, we're back in our home studios.
Yep.
And it was fun having you up here last week, or actually it's about a week and a half ago, I should say, to hang out in the garage and do some landing gaming. We did a little Minecraft. I was more hooked on the RC airplane game than anything else, though.
It's a lot of fun, isn't it? I mean,
oh man, I got to go grab the controller. It's still sitting out in my garage. I haven't. I've been working so much; it's been hard to sit down. So,
I understand.
But hey, you know, thanks again for walking me through this. And I got to say, we've been getting a lot of great feedback and a lot of downloads, right, Joe?
Yeah, it's been pretty surprising actually how much feedback we've been getting. We have some great comments that came from the iTunes store where the show's listed. Chase, you want to read through? Well, I mean, we've really got one that we should reply to.
Well, we have some positive comments and a question. We have here, you know, Sig-44 saying, you know, our podcast is very informative. He recommends it to people new to Minecraft. Thank you. Mr. Waddles chimed in. He said, "Keep it up, guys, and make more." Don't worry, we're doing that. And we had a great comment / statement, not really and a question, sort of, from Onuku. And Onuku wrote in, Joe, and he said, "Well, for when I started Minecraft." All right, that didn't make sense. Anyway, and then then he goes on to say, "You guys take it step by step, unlike the podcast that I watched when I started." That's good. "Did you know that if you use the wrong tool, it counts as 2 uses? That just bugged me in the second episode. I'm also trying to make my own podcast. If you guys have any tips for me, they will be appreciated." Well, I love this podcast, and we'll be keeping track of it. Well, thanks, Onuku. We really appreciate the kind words. Now, Joe, let's address what Onuku said. Is that true? If you use the wrong tool, it counts as 2 uses? Can you explain that to me and to other people out there who might be, you know, doing that? What's the deal with that?
Well, what it basically means is if you're using a pickaxe to dig through dirt or sand or something like that, when normally a pickaxe, like a stone pickaxe, would last, I'm not sure how many strikes it is. There's a set number of blocks for getting rid of stone. It will last only half as long getting rid of another material that it's not designed for.
Okay.
So that's why, like last episode, we talked about making an axe and we talked about making shovels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those are the tools you should be using if you're digging through sand or trying to chop down a tree. Digging through just regular surface dirt, that sort of thing.
Okay.
You can always use another tool in a pinch if you need to.
Right.
But like he says, it will cost you a little bit.
So let me clarify. So let's say, you know, we're digging, but we're using the wrong tool for it. It makes that status bar go down twice as fast, basically.
Basically, yeah, it'll make it go down faster than it would normally. Now, some of the tools, like some of the diamond tools, have such a massive number of uses that you may not necessarily see a huge difference.
Okay.
But it's still something good to keep in mind. If you have the extra materials, you might as well make these other tools because they're going to be faster going through that other different material, and they'll last longer as well.
But if you're in a pinch and you need to chop down that tree, and all you have is a shovel, you're going to do it.
Oh, well, actually, if you're chopping down a tree's actually a terrible example of this.
Okay,
because
sorry.
a tree, you can just go back to regular fists and knock a tree down that way.
Yeah, punch at the
Same thing with some of the low-end dirts and stuff like that, is you can always use your hands. May not be as fast as using a tool, but you can still do it.
Okay.
It's more like when you're digging through the ground, when you're building a mine, actually digging deep, you'll run into patches of sand or that sort of thing. And that's when you should be switching over to a shovel or some other tool, because it will be a lot more efficient going through that material than stone.
Cool, very cool. Well, great question, Onoku, whatever. Thank you for thanks for the question. And by the way, folks, if you have your questions and you have your comments, put them somewhere. We will find them. But if you want to make sure it gets right to us, the easiest and most fastest way is go to our website at geekgamer.tv/minecraftme. So if you head over there, and I'm actually going to walk everybody through it. So if you go to geekgamer.tv/minecraftme, on the right-hand side of the page there, you're going to see it says Contact and Follow Us. And you'll see a little envelope. You click that little envelope, and it'll open up the contact page where you can go ahead and fill it out and drop in your question for us here at the show. Another way you can do it is also by responding to iTunes and leaving a great review and a question. You can do that there. And you can also do it on our YouTube page as well. And you will find that under Contact and Follow Us. There's a little YouTube button. So you can actually watch the stuff on YouTube as well. So all that great stuff can be found at geekgamer.tv/minecraftme. All right, Joe. So enough yapping. Let's get to it. And so last week where we left off, we expanded on our lovely humble abode here in the beautiful look at this, look what we did here, just gorgeous. Yeah, all right. But wait a minute, we didn't have these ladders here before, so we're gonna talk. We were flirting with mining. And now you're knocking down.
I forgot to knock those down before we started recording.
It's kind of like cooking. So,
yeah. So at the end of last episode, I mentioned that we were going to start mining. In this episode, we're going to start doing that sort of thing.
Right.
Well, to do a mine, it actually takes quite a bit of time. I probably spent maybe 30 minutes or so digging this hole down and that hole up, and probably another 10 or 15 minutes harvesting all the wood for the ladders. So I think the best thing to do is to go back over here and we'll make some ladders, and we'll talk about ladders, and we're going to do a little bit about a hatch. We're going to put a hatch up at the top of this shaft.
Let me ask you. So what's the good reason why one should go ahead and mine, like to look for stuff?
The thing about you mean besides it just being part of the name,
right? That's true.
So,
yeah.
in Minecraft, all the materials in the game, everything you need you literally can recreate the entire world. Everything you see in the game, you can make, except for one block, and we'll talk about that block when we get down to the bottom of the mine.
Okay.
But everything else in the game, you can create from materials in the game. So if you notice, whenever we put the block down, we got cobblestone instead of this nice stone.
Yeah.
You actually can put this cobblestone in the forge, in the oven, and turn it into this nice stone.
Oh, okay.
So literally everything in the game you can recreate if you're willing to do that.
Right.
Now, some things, of course, once you've used them, they can't go back anymore. But
right.
So that's the reason behind mining is when you go down there, when you go down into a mine and you get a mine built out and really worked out, you will recover all of the different things you need. Iron ores, diamond, hopefully, gold, stuff like that. Things that you need to go further.
Right.
Eventually you want to make a railroad, so we'll have, steel for the railroad tracks. All that stuff. It's all underground. And so to get to it, we have to go underground.
All right. So how do we build a ladder? What do we need to do? Because obviously digging is self-explanatory. We already know how to dig.
Yeah, you just use a pickaxe,
and you just keep going. Hey, ow!
Dig at somebody's feet.
Hurt me.
And hopefully they fall down that hatch.
You hurt me.
Sorry about that.
I'm like half dead now.
Right.
So what do we need to do?
Well, let's head back up over here.
Right.
Like I mentioned, I went out and harvested a bunch of trees, which like what we did in the first episode. So I grabbed a whole bunch of wood.
Okay.
And we have some of it in this hatch.
Okay.
And
it's
the wood planks.
And I've collected those, and I have 60 planks now, sticks.
Okay. So what we really need then are actually the sticks.
All right, and I have those. And so I have 60 sticks and 26 planks.
Okay, great. So with the sticks, go ahead and hit the crafting table, which is the one that's all the way in the corner.
So remember, folks, you go to the crafting table, right-click on it, and it will bring up your little crafting window. All right?
Now, on that crafting table, you need to make the shape of a ladder.
All right.
So it's just a single rung on a ladder because we're going to hang a bunch of these to make a full ladder. So two sides, right? The side rails.
So you have the rails of the side of the ladder. Got it.
And then one piece in the middle for the rung.
Ah, look at that.
And now you'll see you should get 2 ladder rungs out of that.
Yep. So I'm going to put down my sticks. Or actually, do I need to add more?
You can add more. Remember, the more pieces you put on the whole thing, the more pieces you'll be able to take out of it later.
Right. Okay, so I'll build a few ladders here. So I'm going to put down...
And we're going to need at least 4, I think, for back there.
So I have 4. Okay. I hear a cow. Was that a cow?
Yeah, there's a cow outside somewhere, probably.
It's I don't
So,
see
all right, so you got...
it
it may not be in view. It could be up on top of the hill.
Yeah, all right. Anyway, okay.
So you got your ladder planks.
Can I hit you with my ladder?
You can. It'll hurt.
All right. No. It's like WWF, right? Stop.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway.
All right.
Okay.
So,
all right.
so go ahead and place them on the wall.
So right-click to put it on the wall.
Right-click to place them. Yeah.
Ah, there you go. How easy is that?
And just go ahead and place them all the way down.
All right. And I'm out of ladders.
And you're out of ladders, but now you can climb up that ladder, and you can see it stops in a wooden stop or a stone brick up there. I just blocked it off because I didn't want anything bad coming down that hole.
So up here, I see. Okay.
Yeah, so don't knock that out because we took long enough that...
Wow, so I see actually gravity will pull it straight down. It will go ahead and just...
Yeah, you can just come right,
and it'll
right down the ladder. And the nice thing about being right next to the ladder is you'll only fall at a safe speed.
Well, that's
you
cool.
Won't fall too quickly.
All right.
So what we were going to do is we were going to put a plank up on top of that. Get rid of that stone block and replace it with a plank. Or not a plank, I'm sorry, a hatch or a trap door.
Hatch.
However, it's night outside, so we're not going to place it, but we'll show you how to make one, and we'll place it in a little bit. Hopefully, by the time we get back up from the mine, hopefully it'll be back to daylight.
Right.
So
okay.
Head back up here. You got those wooden planks again, right?
Yep, I do.
So head on over to the crafting table.
All right.
And now you remember how we made the door?
Yes.
It was 2 by 3. That was vertical.
Right.
So we want to do now for a hatch, right? The hatch is going to be vertical. It's going to be horizontal. So we're going to want to do the same shape.
Ah, I see it. So it looks like a small A almost.
It's like half of a door.
Yeah.
So grab that, and you're actually going to get two hatches out of one set of construction materials.
All right, got it. Oh, it says fence. All right, so I didn't build it right.
Yeah, you must not have built it right.
All right, so I need to build it. I know what you're talking about. So on the bottom.
On the bottom, yeah.
No, I think it still says fence.
So you got to put in 2 rows of 3 across the bottom.
Whoops.
Oh, yeah, you need to build it with planks, not with sticks.
Ah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so that's probably what I did wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. There's my hatch.
Okay.
So,
now the fence is really cool.
Or it says trapdoor, but...
Yeah, trapdoor, hatch, whatever.
All right, I built a fence.
The fence is actually really cool. We'll deal with fence and some of the stuff you can do with that.
Later on, yeah. Okay.
Later on. Now, do you have... how many more wooden planks do you have?
E to hit your inventory, folks. So E, and I have 20 wooden planks.
Oh, awesome. So go ahead and we're kind of running out of space on this storage bin that we made.
Okay.
So let's make that twice the size.
All right, and how do you do that?
So we'll make another storage bin, just the same way we made the first one, which, do you remember all the way back that far?
I don't.
Just line the outside of the crafting bench. So put one block on each side. So 3 across the top, 3 across the bottom, and then 1 on each side. In the middle.
Like a big square almost.
Just a square with a hollow section in the middle of it.
All right, I see it. There's my...
Okay, so go ahead and grab that bench.
Or chest.
Or, I'm sorry, the chest, yeah.
Right, got it.
And if you'd filled in that center one, you'd get a crafting bench.
Ah.
Actually, no.
So I haven't, so you want me to put it like somewhere over here?
No. We're gonna expand the one we have.
Oh, okay. So how do I do that?
So, see this this wooden block here that I'm hitting? Or the stone block, rather?
Yes.
Right next to the bench?
Yes.
Or the chest?
Yes.
Go ahead and... Do you have a pickaxe?
I do.
Okay, go ahead and dig that piece out.
Okay.
Okay, now put your grab that chest, put it back in your hand, and then right click and place it right there next to the first one.
Ooh.
And you see how that changed?
Yeah.
Now go up and right click on it.
Oh, and now it's huge.
Yeah.
Very
so that's
cool.
how
Very
you can
easy.
you can make large chests like that. So
okay, very cool. All right.
So unfortunately, it is still dark outside. So let's head on down to the mine real quick, and I'll show you just what I got started. I haven't
see if there's
really
anybody
spent
out there.
a whole lot of time on it.
Ooh, there's a creeper. I see him way out there in the distance.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like playing...
There's a creeper and a zombie and a spider over to the left, too. We'll go out and play with those at some point. We're just not there yet.
We're not ready yet. Okay.
I want to play. So let's head on down the mine. I'll go ahead and head down the mine shaft, and you'll see. We'll actually go all the way to the bottom, and I'll show you what's down at the bottom. And it's a new kind of stone that, or not new, but it's a kind of stone that we can't.
Wow.
Really
How long did it take for you to do this?
Took about 20 minutes or so. So that's the level the one that you're about to pass with torches on either side. That's the level that we'll actually do the mining at.
Okay. Whoa, I'm on... Ow!
Oh, sorry. Whoa. Why are we going up now? Okay. Head on back down. Let me get back down there, and I opened up a spot so we can both stand down here. So go ahead and come all the way down. And now look at the stone on the floor.
Yeah, it looks all like...
So
charcoal-y.
that has a bunch of different names to it. People call it... I've heard it called admin stone. I've heard it called... I can't remember what they call it now. But it's a specific kind of stone, and it's basically the bottom of the map.
Okay.
So there's a layer of this on the bottom of every Minecraft map that's automatically generated. There's a layer of this at the very bottom that you're not supposed to be able to penetrate.
Okay.
It used to be that every once in a while the random generator would leave small holes in it, so you could go through it, and then you would fall into infinity.
Oh, jeez.
But I think he's fixed that, so that's not a problem anymore.
All right, so this is the bottom, very bottom.
This is the bottom. This is as low as you can get in a Minecraft map.
All right.
And you can see it's not flat. If you look right next to the ladder, you can see the one that's higher.
Yeah.
So it kind of undulates. It goes up and down a little bit, but for the most part, it's relatively flat.
Okay.
So let's go back up this to where those 2 torches are on both sides of the ladder.
All right, I'm sorry. Let me go up there. Okay.
And then to get off the ladder, you can just slide left or right, just like an FPS. So this level is about 11 or 12 blocks from where that admin stone is, where that bottom layer stone is.
Okay, all right.
And what that gets us is people have figured out by deconstructing these random maps roughly where the distribution of minerals and materials are.
Okay.
And 11 and below is where lava will form. So if you're digging at the level of the stone at the very bottom, there's a chance you could dig into a tunnel and have lava literally fall on your head.
Oh my god.
Okay. As you might imagine, that's not a good thing.
So you narrowly averted it when you're going way down there.
Well, it depends. It's blotchy. It's not everywhere. It's just in certain areas, and sometimes you will hit that. One thing in Minecraft to remember is never dig directly below your feet or directly above your head.
Okay.
Always dig one block away. That way, if you're digging up and you run into a block of sand or stone or not stone but rock, that it will fall. It won't fall on your head.
Okay.
It'll fall next to you.
All right.
Same thing with digging down. If you dig down and you discover a cavern, you won't fall to your death in the cavern or fall to your death in a lava pit in the cavern.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So that's something to keep in mind. But this is the start of the mine. It's obviously going to get quite a bit bigger than this. I'll go into more detail about the method I use for creating mines.
All right.
It's mines are a huge discussion in Minecraft. People debate how the most efficient mines are all the time, and I've come up with a method I really like. But feel free to experiment. Come up with your own style.
Cool.
That's one of the things about this game, right? Is it's like Legos for adults. You can do pretty much whatever you
can do
want.
whatever you want to do, right? So the purpose of really building a mine is gathering those special materials to build other things that you can't get anywhere else in the game.
Right. It's I mean, to carry on that Lego philosophy or the Lego idea, you have tons. All of the blocks around us, these stone blocks, they're all the standard 2x4 block. That standard Lego block. We have tons of that.
Yeah.
This is where you get the Technics blocks or the the
advanced blocks. Yeah.
The more advanced, specialized blocks.
Right.
This is where you get those.
Okay.
So that anyway, but like I said, this is the start of a mine. Let's head back up and see if it's daylight by now. I think it should be, or close to it.
All right.
And we can get that plank placed. Or that, I'm not plank, but that trapdoor. So, but you can see, I mean, it's taking a while just to climb up and down this.
Yeah.
Tell how long it would.
Can we get an elevator? I mean, no. I'm just kidding.
Actually, you can build kind of rudimentary elevators.
Hey, it's daytime.
Yeah, it is daytime. So let's head up this other ladder real quick.
All right.
And you still have a pickaxe?
I do.
Okay, so why don't you climb up that ladder?
Okay.
And bust out that top block, and then just hang out up there on top of that. And I'm right behind you.
Okay. Hey, I'm free.
All right, so now you may have to jump to get out of here.
Wow,
okay.
Here's the view from our beautiful, humble abode.
Yeah, so this is the top of our house, right? And so eventually we'll probably, do some farming or something up here.
Okay.
But,
wow, you can farm?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I did not know this.
We'll make an orchard. I mean, we could even do it underground if we wanted to. We could build a big room and grow wheat or whatever, sugar, stuff like that, sugar cane.
Very cool.
So you still have? Do you have any ladder pieces left?
Let me check my inventory.
Okay.
Yeah, negative. I just have fence.
I'll throw you one then. Why don't you pick that one up?
Okay.
And go ahead and place that right at the very top there, where that one is missing.
All right. Let me get to my ladder. There we go.
Okay. Now you see how I actually put this block that's on the side to the right of the ladder.
Yeah, I see that's right here.
The way hatches work, they can't occupy the same space as a ladder. No two objects can occupy the same space.
Right.
In the real world or in Minecraft. So you have to have sort of a offset block to support the trapdoor.
I see. So it's holding it. So basically, I go to the trapdoor, and then do I put
So when you know how when you move your mouse over a surface, it kind of gets a black outline.
Yeah.
So you want to do that on that particular block, and then right-click to drop that.
So on this front face here of this block, like this?
Yeah, the front face, yeah.
Okay, so right-click, and... Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
And now you can right-click on the trapdoor to open it. And we can get in and out of the trapdoor really easily, but monsters can't get through that.
Now, I think someone wrote on our YouTube page that torches are not 100% to keep monsters away. Is that true?
Yeah, torches will keep monsters from spawning in an area, but they won't keep monsters from entering an area.
I see.
So you can, that's why, I said on towns, you'll see torches all over the towns. That's so the monsters won't spawn in the town. Usually the town has a border around it.
Right.
A wall or a fence or something like that to keep monsters that are spawning out in the wilds from getting into the town.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So yeah, they will not spawn where a light is within a certain distance, and I can't remember what that distance is right now. But they will enter an area that has a light in it. They're not deterred by that.
Okay.
So, so let's see. The sun's still pretty high. So, but this is, I mean, like I said, that's pretty much. I think that's going to be good for now.
All right. So I go down the ladder a little bit here.
And yeah, once you drop down, just look up and right-click on the hatch or the trapdoor, and it'll close.
Oh, there it goes. Sweet.
But that gets us a good start. I'll work on that mine a little bit. I'll get kind of a base set of rooms or a base room and like a starting mine shaft going, and we'll expand from there. Hopefully we can pick up some good materials. I'll try to find some lava, that sort of thing, so that we can play around with some of that. And if we get some good weapons, a good collection of steel or iron, so we can make some armor and some good weapons. We'll take a venture out at night and see if we can take out a few of those creepers or some skeletons or that sort of thing and make some more advanced weapons or tools. So look at that. Now you jumped in the water.
Yeah. No, I was just trying to get a perspective shot of our little home. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, if you guys remember way back in episode 1, a couple episodes ago, we were trying to survive the first day. We came from basically that part of the map way over there.
We were looking through quite a bit of forest before we found a suitable spot.
Yeah, and we found it, and the rest, as they say, is history. Yeah. So very, very neat stuff, and that's a good spot for us to stop, and we'll bam, slam the door. But yeah, so on the next episode, we'll actually do a little bit of mining.
Yeah.
And we'll collect some materials, and I'm really interested about the whole growing your own stuff. Obviously we don't need to eat, so it would just be a matter of for more materials, right? For more things.
Well, actually, if we go back to that, and we didn't really even talk about this, the crafting, the recipe page.
Oh, well, we were gonna get to that.
Yeah.
So
this is a good time for it.
Okay.
And it'll give you an idea of some of the things that you can use, the different plant materials, the different things you can grow to make. So the website that I've used that I think is one of the better ones for for crafting recipes is actually Minecraft-crafting.net. And they have a really nice interface. It's a Flash-based thing, but don't hold that against them too bad. It shows you all the different things you can make, and when you click on one of them, it'll actually show you the recipe, how you would make that object.
Okay, so here it is, folks. Minecraft-crafting.net. So remember, we just made a hatch for our episode. So you click on the basic hatch, which is right down here at the bottom. Left click on it, and it gives you right up here the trapdoor.
Yeah.
It just tells you what you need to put in here to create that.
Yep. And you can see it's the 6 wooden planks or
right.
Blocks of wood that you put in there to make the trapdoor.
So remember, we made a wooden door there. That's that way.
Remember, you accidentally made the fence. You see the fence up there?
I do, and I made just with sticks at the bottom there.
Yep.
And actually, it let me make the fence with the sticks at the top too, and leaving the bottom blank.
It'll work just fine.
Okay, cool.
It's the exact same thing. So if it doesn't use up the entire area of the crafting area, it'll make it regardless to where you put it. So if you make a door, you don't have to put all the blocks on the left side. You can put all the blocks on the right side. It's the same door.
And then obviously we showed you how to make stairs. Glowstone. Don't know about that, but we'll probably learn about
that's something that we have to go to the Nether to get.
The what?
So the Nether. It's
What's the Nether?
We'll get there.
Okay. All right. I'm asking too many advanced questions.
We'll get there. That and a lot of the redstone stuff. If you look under mechanism, you can see the redstone repeaters and the jukeboxes and stuff like that. And the pistons, of course, we will definitely get into pistons because those are really, really cool. But all that stuff is we got to get our base materials first before we can get into that stuff.
And defense and weapons and stuff.
Right, yeah, because we have to have the big thing is we have to dig down there to find redstone, and redstone is down underground. That's one of the major things we'll find in the mine.
Wow. Well, this is a great website for noobs like me, Minecraft-crafting.net, and that's going to be bookmarked. And we'll have that in our show notes on our website at geekgamer.tv/minecraftme. I gotta say, Joe, I mean, the more I play this game, the more it completely kind of blows my mind. I mean, honestly, I mean, it's just, I mean, we obviously grew up playing Legos and doing that sort of thing, and now here we are doing it all over again, but 21st century style on a computer. And yeah. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a really, I've had a really, really good time with it. I haven't gone so far. I'm not an electrical engineer, so I haven't done a lot of the, people are actually building computers in Minecraft using redstone. I haven't done any of that sort of stuff, but I've done some stuff with redstone. I've made flashlight or made lights like overhead lights and stuff like that appear and disappear. Made disappearing doors, that sort of thing. So I mean, we've got some pretty good stuff that we're gonna start working on at some point. We just got to get this base going. It's it's going to take a little while before we have enough materials to actually go and do something.
Absolutely.
And then eventually we'll get some TNT.
And then
maybe we'll make a TNT gun.
And then we'll start taking submissions from the viewers, from the peeps out there.
Oh yeah,
who want to see us build things. And one thing I do see, Joe, that for our show down the road is, as once we get advanced into the advanced topics, I really want to bring in some of the Minecraft experts out there who live and breathe and design and make some incredible things for Minecraft. And maybe, just maybe, we can get Notch on here as well, and we can do a split shot between you and Notch. and then
I actually we were both at PAX. You and I were both at PAX not all that long ago, and Notch was there. And I was you and I were both working the event.
Yeah.
You were working as an enforcer. I was working for another company helping run a tournament. And my goal, one of my main goals there, was to get a photo with Notch. And I finally, the very last day, I finally got a photo with Notch. It didn't turn out that well because I gave my camera to a guy who didn't really know what he was doing. But I do have a picture. It's kind of blurry, but I'll grab that and I'll make sure that we get that up on the website or something. Because it is kind of interesting. It was really funny. I stood up next to him, and I said hi, and then I said, I have a friend who says we look a lot alike, and he did one of those scan. He looked up, he looked down, saw the missing hair, saw the beard, and looked at me, looked me right in the eyes, and he goes, "We do." It was a great moment. I thought it was really funny.
That's awesome, man.
But I hope to get a chance to meet him again and take another photo with him, because I'd love to have a nicer quality photo, and maybe we should get the three of us, the two of us and Notch in there, and put it up on the website somewhere, because I think that would be a really cool,
absolutely
really cool thing to have.
Well, as we expand and ever make this podcast bigger and bigger and bigger, I really hope that we can get Notch on the show. And but really, it all comes down to, folks, is people like you, people who download and watch and listen and give us feedback and let us know what you want to hear and what you want to see. We're really truly community driven, and that's what really drives us. We're gamers at heart. We're not corporate. We tell you how it is, what it is. And if you like this show and like what we do, we have a whole nother show that we do on the network called Geek Gamer Weekly. You can find that at geekgamer.tv, and there you will know what's going on in the world of geek stuff and gaming stuff, and you'll hear about it in our personal style. And we also have guests on the show from time to time. We've had Michael Manna on from the T4 show. We've also had Eric Norell from Wirecast. So also coming up here in the future, we're going to have Stephen Haywood from the techbuzz.net. So we get everybody on the show to talk about gaming, to talk about geek stuff, and that's Geek Gamer Weekly. You can find that on iTunes and where all other podcasts are sold. No, I'm kidding. Where other books are sold. I'm sorry, I'm stealing that line. Joe, my, how time flies when you're having fun. I love this game. I'm glad you made me buy it when it was in alpha, and I'm glad I have it. It's sucked in, and it works great on my Mac. It works great on the PC. No doubt, it probably works great on Linux. Yeah,
it's a Java game. So and actually, that's one of the big things they were pushing at PAX was they've just released it on Sony's Xperia Plays, which is a cell phone. Literally, is a cell phone.
Yeah.
So you can even play it on your cell phones. It's going to be coming to the entire Android market soon. They don't have an official date yet, but it will be available. Right now, it's only available on the Xperia Plays, but it will be available on all other Android devices.
Sweet. Very cool.
And and it's coming out on the Xbox 360 soon too.
Oh, on Xbox Live Arcade.
Yeah, it will be on the Xbox 360 soon as well. So
awesome.
Again, don't have a date on that, but they've said that it's going to happen. So.
One final note, folks. I want to let everybody know that you're probably wondering, gee, these guys are not really consistent with the day of their release. First they release on a Friday, then they release on a Sunday, then they release on a Tuesday, and then they release on a Wednesday. Well, first off, we're sorry. We want to be consistent. The part of the problem is, obviously, we have lives. Yes, folks, we have lives. And we have to do things and go on trips and things like that. So once Joe's going to be taking some trips here. He's once everybody gets back, we plan on recording on Thursdays and doing the show live on Thursdays. So if you're hanging out Thursday evenings, follow the Twitter feed at GG Weekly. Let me throw that up there, at GG Weekly. Just follow that Twitter feed, and when we go live, you'll know. Also, we plan recording on Thursdays, releasing on Fridays, so you can depend on it. But just follow the Twitter feed if you have Twitter, or watch the website and visit the page, Minecraft Me page, Geek Gamer TV / Minecraft Me. So there you go, folks. That's about it. Joe, as always, great tutor. You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Hey, it's fun. It's always fun. Any excuse to play around in Minecraft is a good excuse.
Absolutely. So. Well, I think we should continue this saga onto other games too, and we can talk about that later on, maybe on Geek Gamer Weekly. Haha.
Yeah.
So anyway, folks, that's it for this week's edition of Minecraft Me. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for listening. If you like what we do, if you just give us your feedback, write a review on iTunes. We appreciate it very much if you did so. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week for another edition of Minecraft Me. I hear the sound.
What?
It's I heard the spider.
Oh, one of the spiders outside.
Yeah. So another edition of Minecraft Me.
Well, now we'll have to add that to every show.
Well, the last episode.
Yeah.
You heard this damn spider like just going off almost the whole episode. Ooh, is it in the water? Where is it? I don't see you. Anyway. Cool, Joe. Well, man, that was awesome. Thanks again. I think it recorded well. I think everything is good. I got rid of the buzzing noise. I'm gonna have to contact Monoprice. I got a bad mic cable, I think.
That's not good.
Oh wait, there's a spider. Ooh, and a creeper, or a zombie, I should say. Sorry. Oh, look at how cute you are. Look at you. You're so adorable.
Yeah, why don't you go on outside and say hi?
No, I'm good. Does he? Is AI aware? Like, does it know that I'm behind this glass?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it knows they can detect when you're within a certain distance. And so yeah, they will try to get to you if they can.
And I see the zombies.
Yeah, did you hear that? That was the skeleton firing a bow and arrow.
Sounds so freaking creepy.
Yeah.
I want to come and play.